from across the country online. Right now we have Ronald Mugabe, who is in Tororo, here to give us an update on what's happening, the situation, how the situation is looking like in Tororo, and also some of the results released there. Ronald, good afternoon, you are live.
Yes, good afternoon to you. This is Ronald, and of course Tororo. As you can see across the country, what is going on now is tallying of the final, taking tallies of the final votes, especially for members of parliament. And just to let you in on at least the latest we have is that as of yesterday, at least the people of Tororo municipality went to bed knowing who would be coming in for them. That is Sam Jetana, who managed to aggregate more than his contender, that is Apollo Yeri. But of course at the moment what's going on is a neck-to-neck, especially with the woman member of parliament, Court Angela, and Sarah Opendi are 12-12, so we are yet to really get a final aggregate, but we will be keeping our ears here to ensure that we give you that information.
All right, Ronald. What has been the situation mostly when it came to the celebration? Was it all smooth, or there was a bit of resistance from the other different parties that he was standing against?
Well, of course, it was quite dramatic yesterday. Of course, as Shyam and Apollo, who were toe-to-toe, we had incidents where Apollo's supporters started on celebration, but of course, that was cut short after the final aggregating was done, and of course, by the district returning officer here, who was able to give the final announcement, and then the paperwork has already been drafted, so that one at least we can say. But of course, celebrations for Shyam are still ongoing even up to now. I've been going through the town, and you could see young youthful men and some ladies, holding the insignia of their candidate, and also the PLU insignia.
All right, the current winner, is he a first time? Is it the first time that he had been standing for the post, or he has been, is this the first time that he's taking up the post, and is it the first time that he's been standing for the same post as well?
Yeah, Shyam comes in, of course, after Apollo, because Apollo is the incumbent and Shyam is the new now kid on the block. Of course, many of you will be uncle or father, who is Sanjay Tana, who was there before Apollo came in. I'm sure the name rings a bell quite a lot, but looking at what is on ground, because this is a youthful candidate, and he was able to rally so many youth, and you can see the majority of the people here are very youthful and very energetic, of course, coming to his cause, and I think that has been the rally cause, being for his first time. Of course, many thought that his father would come in, but after the pulling out of his dad, then he was able to come in, and by surprise, of course, you can see that the numbers are not really lying, and we could see a return of the Tana name, but of course this time around a much younger Tana, like he has been dubbed here, especially by most of his opponents. Of course, those are some of the rhetorics you can see on the ground, but we are likely to see him come into Parliament this electoral year.
Thank you so much. Ronald Mugabe, who is in the Tororo District, and indeed a new kid on the block, and the numbers do not lie, for sure, and we do, of course, wish him all the best as an independent, coming into Parliament. It's a new playing field for him, first of all, and also coming in as an independent. So we do wish him all the best in representing his people and his constituency. Brian?
Indeed, UBC UG polls 2026. Now